Hey guys, well, there's Bo. He's got to get right in here. He's afraid we're gonna go somewhere. I know, buddy. I know. Loving my machine. I don't know, 80 miles on it so far. But today, what I've been working on, because the weather's been shit for several weeks, is I wanted to buy some super ATV doors, and they're 800 bucks for the half doors. And a couple things I didn't like, they didn't remove, and the big thing I didn't like was the suicide door. They open like a suicide door, and so I went to order one anyways, and I thought, what the hell, you know, and then they were back ordered. So I had a couple days and got to thinking, and I designed my own and made my own. Kind of designed it as I went along, but it was cheap. I've got, I'd say, $100 in it total, and I've had it test riding a couple times, and it's held up. But then I had to make the second side, you know, the passenger side. But the big one was trying to get this down with the pattern and a latch and all that. But a big thing that I wanted to be able to do was to remove it. So I'll show you this later here, how it hooks on, how it latches. But I just wanted to show how quick, I mean, it opens up, you know, like a door should. But then the big thing is, when I'm working around here, which I do a lot, I don't want a door to open up and close. And so I just got this set up here where I got a linch pin, and we're done. And that was kind of a big thing that I wanted to be able to do, is you know, don't want to mess with the door when I'm in and out around the house. And then obviously, to put it back on, just line the pin up, then we're good to go. And then the latch, it's pretty simple. You know, simple's good. We'll see how it holds up, but so far, so good. It's a big dog right there. He drinks beer, whether you want him to or not. So I'll show you what I did. I don't know where to start here. My brackets. This is 1-inch tubing. And on the mirrors that come with the machine, just so happen to have 1-inch spacers. So I just drilled through the tubing and removed the spacers. And, you know, everything's good there. This is just a simple piece. It's HDPE plastic, 1/4 inch thick, and I got a 4x8 sheet at Menards. That's like a Home Depot or a Lowe's if you're not from the Midwest, and it was $60, $61 for a 4x8 sheet. I used stainless screws or bolts, and so here I made an L bracket that went down with the, you know, I welded it together. I'm a horrible welder, so, but it holds. And then I got a door hinge with a removable pin, a heavy duty one, and then I went and I bought a linch pin on this side because I want to be able to, like I said, take it off. So the other half of the hinge is just bolted on here to, this is more or less just a little trim piece. I got one bolt holding it on. This is that door, you know, liner wrap stuff, trim molding or whatever. But I used a piece of cardboard, and I didn't have a cardboard piece big enough, so I did it, I broke down 2 of my Walmart boxes and taped them together, and I just kind of sat it up here flat, and then went on the other side and just kind of traced the opening. And once I cut that out roughly, and then you can trim it a little bit and get an idea. And then once I was happy enough, I transferred it over to the plastic. But what I like about this here's my latch. I got 2 different latches. This is what I did on this side. They've got these bars that come out, shoulder restraint or whatever. So I'm just reusing for the latch this bolt, and kind of bent it around, and just to support it a little better. The other side, I had a thicker piece of stock here, so I kind of just went with that instead of this mess here. I don't know, but then it's a hood, snowmobile hood latch, and I got rubber around here and it's zip tied. That's just kind of, I got other caps coming, I think, but right now I just put them in there because that's an old wheel spinner. It's a hook that goes in concrete, it's threaded on the other side. So that's my latch. And then the door itself, I'm still going to paint this. It's conduit. It's lightweight, and then I just use those J-hook brackets, and here I use the double side where the hinges are just to kind of support it. But the rest of it, it's so light, and these were actually heavier duty, just the one-sided ones, that I just clamped them on wherever I thought it needed it. And the plastic here comes with a shiny side, so that's on the inside here. And the outside is actually, it's kind of rough, dull. It's really a lot like the plastic that come with on the machine. But yeah, so this is the back side here. You can just see it's a L shape, and I put that trim there just to kind of, I could have did a metal gusset. Ozzy likes that word, so that's an inside joke on that. And I was also thinking about, these are the 2 bolt holes for the seat belt, that netting contraption. I was gonna maybe put something up here to reinforce it, but it's pretty solid. And the door, the door don't even weigh 5 pounds, so it's light. Like I said, it's 1/4 inch thick, and the only thing Bo doesn't like over there is when the net was there, he could lay down on his seat and look out. And now he's got to kind of lean up to look out the windshield. It's tough, but let's see, we had a beer here. Anywho, yeah, so that's the door, and when that is latched up there on top, I can rest my arm right along the top of there, and it doesn't move even 1/8 of an inch. That it's really, really solid here. If you can see, you got to lift it up, but then that weight's on that, and that thing is in there tight. Now I've noticed some, and mine too, since they're latched up on top, that the bottom tends to want to move out a little. I've got it, I kind of left it alone for now, but right here I got an angle iron that I'd put in, and and I put some tape here just so the metal wouldn't rub, that foam tape, rubberized foam. But I was going to put a little angle up here, and then they got those clips. I'll post a picture of them. I left it in the garage, but they're for picking up, like holding handles on rakes and shovels, and they open up. And so that's why here I went with 2 spacer pieces of the plastic to hold this out, because I had the clip that would wrap around and hold right here, and that really cinched that bottom out to keep it from flexing out a little bit. But you know, I gotta ride it more. It doesn't, I've ridden it without it so far, and it doesn't really affect me too much. But it's there, and it's an idea. I ordered those pieces, and that really held it good. I wanted to get this finished up, and yeah. And then when I made the cuts, first I had like 90 degrees, but this stuff doesn't like the 90-degree bends as much as it likes the, I just kind of rounded the edges, and that's got the, well, here, the part that's coming off, because it's a 90 up here, it's got these those fingers all the way across in there. They really clamp it down, but I'll probably just take this off here. Or run a screw through it or something. It's just a tough spot to finish it. It wants to hold, or I'll just get some better rubber cement. But yeah, so I ran that around here, and like I said, if I got $100 in the whole thing, you know, it's not much more. Now, time-wise, obviously took more time, but it's very doable. And yeah, I painted it metallic silver. What do they say? It seemed like a good idea at the time. I had to paint, so I just thought I'd try it, because I know that the machine's same kind of metallic silver color, but could easily, I was gonna do black, but that was kind of the obvious choice, and maybe I should have went with that. Oh well, I'll just put another coat on it and paint it black if that's what I want to do. But yeah, so anyways, I'll take you around. Don't wake up the boat. Oh, he's coming. There's the general. You've been working hard, haven't you, little bear? Yeah, just nice cool day. Yeah, so here's the passenger side. Now on this side, I just left the stock hinge in there. See, the stock ones are not easy to pull out because there's nothing to grab. That's why I wanted that linchpin. But yeah, I got this side to hook a lot better. Christ, if I don't kill myself. Got this side to hook a lot better. I went underneath. But yeah, it was, you know, it's just some plate steel shit that I had lying around. Here's the hook on this side. See, it's a lot thicker. So I just went with the straight, and here I just put that's a 1-inch cap, so I put a ton of electrical tape around to fill up the gap, just to kind of have something, so I didn't have that round stud up there. But yeah, they're I don't know, I like just to help try to cut the dust down. And this one here, like I said, if you can see, this on the bottom is not that is not moving out at all. And on the driver's side, I had it I think I bent it a little bit to kind of come around the seat purposely, and I think that gave it a little flex, where this is under a little more duress here, and it's tight. There's a little movement on the bottom, but I wasn't going to yeah, I got the foam all the way along there, and I don't know, it's a frickin' side by side. But yeah, so I guess that's all I wanted to show today. I just been working on it for quite a while, and I just put some netting there for the dog, so he can kind of lean against that a little bit and stick his head out, watch as he's riding. Little bear, he likes that back seat. He's a box rider. Yeah, so that's like I said, once I got that driver's side done, then it was just transferring, tracing and cutting out. I cut it out with a jigsaw. That cuts easy, and that stuff's pretty durable. They were thin little strips. I tried to, you know, bend it and snap it, and it just bends around in a 180. It don't snap, so I think it's going to hold up really good. And I just like having the, you know, the doors. I don't got to worry about the dogs. Those nets are horrible design. I know they got to have them for safety, but they got those, they attach down at the bottom in 2 spots, and then a seat belt up here, and then they attach up here. And so even when you take them off, when you undo the seat belt latch and open it, they're still attached down here, and it's a hole there. And the day I bought it, Mr. Proud loved my machine, and I took a step out of that thing backwards, and I damn near took the nesty plunge, and that came off instantly. And now it's off on this side too. So yeah, I guess that's all. We got a nice sunny day. Life's easy. Life's good for them guys. We took a ride already. They like that. It's dirty as hell, but I don't want to wash it right now. I want to let that paint kind of stay on. But yeah, that's the door. And if anybody's interested or got questions, you know, let me know, because you can do it. And that once you got an idea what to do, like I said, I didn't have a clue, so I was just kind of winging it, when that's half the fun. But I'm really happy with the results, and you know, it's not perfectly straight across the top. I'm cut with a jigsaw, and it's just, you know, could have made, you know, I ain't set the guides and all that, because it's just kind of a one-off. I made the other side a little straighter, but you're gonna see it at trail speed anyways. It's just it's nice. I put that rounded. I didn't know if I wanted it high or anything, but I left it right even with the top, so then when my arm rests on there just perfect. You know, there's a lot of just figuring that kind of stuff out. You could make it lower, you can make it higher, but I just wanted the look. Oh well, that's I guess that's it. Kind of rambling, but she's been a busy some long days and busy days, and then it sucks when you get her all together and you got to take it apart to paint it. And there's plates where I had holes, and just, you know, it's just kind of the fun of figuring it out. But now the big thing's just gonna see how she holds up. But the pipe's 3/4 inch conduit, galvanized, and first I was just going to use the connectors, but they were wider than the pipe, so then that was, you know, just the pre-made 90s and all that. And then you know, I started playing around with the welder, and I am never been mistaken for a welder. I just got a cheap one that I thought for little tiny projects, and doesn't have shit for adjustments and all that. It's just the one. It's cheap, but it melts metal. But I just found if I tack welded that on the lighter setting going around, and I just tack welded it all the way around, and then in between those tacks, and I just kind of kept going, and they're solid. You know, they're ugly, but they're solid. And I'll probably end up taking the skin off the door, just to paint it, to get it coated. I don't know, maybe I'll leave it, but it kind of just, I don't know, just to help it clean up a little bit. But shit, I don't know, once it's going, it's gonna get dirty anyways. And then yeah, and then like I said, I ordered these stainless, and it's all nylon nuts holding them on, and bolts are 1/4 inch on the hinges. I drilled out drilled them out. They needed a little more, but yeah, that's all it is. But she rides good. They hold good. They handle the bumps good and all that. You know, I don't go deep mud riding or anything, but like I said, the big thing is if it's just something I can take off, and you seen how fast it comes off, and set her in the garage and off we go. So okay, thanks for watching. Bo, what do you think, buddy? Yeah, I hear you. All right. Doing a little test drive here. Door. A little bumpy here on the trail, but no dust. It's been raining on and off, but ride a little more aggressive without the dogs in the back. Door seems to be riding really good. Doing about 35 here. No rattles, no moving there, if you can see in the mirror. A lot cooler today. Got quite a bit of leg room. I thought it'd cramp my leg room, but it doesn't. It's very secure with my, like when I got the weight of my arm on it, that bungee where I've got it tied down really seems to, that hood latch really holds it stiff up here. Like I said, there's a little, I could put a, I think it's had a rubber down there to cinch it in tight. It's not really moving that much at all, but just to cut down on dust or whatever, I think, you know, I just, when I'm in here, I'd have to reach down and latch it, like if I was going to do, I wouldn't need it for most of my riding, but if I was going to get a little more serious, you know, or if the dust was an issue, I think I'd do it.